What's going on, guys? In this video we're gonna do VPN traffic control using Windows Firewall. Let's begin. First off, why do we need VPN traffic control? Imagine you're trying to access an application or a service and that service is geographically locked to a specific location. Now, you need all the traffic to hit the VPN server before it goes into your target application. And if for any reason the traffic leaks, you might have that application terminate the connection or bring any types of problems into your service. Now let's take a look at this in practice. Here you can see I have the settings for my Wi-Fi. Whenever I'm in public, I can use any traffic and it'll forward that traffic. Now whenever I switch it to private, the traffic will not go through unless it goes through the VPN. And this is what I'm going to be showing you how to set up using Windows Firewall. Now before we set it up, let's do a test run so you guys can see it in action. I'm going to open my blog here, and you can see if I scroll down and open this post, there you go, it loaded the post properly, just as expected. Now let's go ahead and switch this to private. There we go. So now any traffic will not be forwarded as long as it's not connected to the VPN. And as you can see here, the VPN is disconnected, so we should not be able to forward any packets through the connection anymore. Let's go back to the blog. If I try to go back home, you can see it's loading, and it never makes it. The site can't be reached. Now, if we go ahead and connect the VPN, you're gonna see it's gonna be able to load the website properly. So there we go, connection is established, and let's go ahead and open the website again, and this time it should be able to load it properly. Boom, there we go. So this is the type of connection we have. And if we go ahead and take a look at the firewall settings, you can see these are going to be the 3 firewall rules that can make sure we won't leak any traffic, and pretty much everything is going to go through our VPN server before hitting the target host, which in this case would be my website. Let's see how it's done. Alright, so before we begin with the Windows Firewall configuration, the first thing I like to do is to disable IPv6. So we can do that by going into the control panel. Then we hit Network and Internet, Network and Sharing Center, and you can click on your connection right here. You're going to go ahead and click on it, and then we do Properties, and we want to make sure that IPv4 is enabled over here and IPv6 is disabled. So this is going to be done for every connection that you want to use this setup for. Then you hit OK to save it and close it. Alright, so the next thing we want to do is open a elevated privilege command prompt. So press the Windows key, type CMD, and then you can right click it and run it as administrator. So this is going to bring in a administrator command prompt, and we're going to go ahead and type in the following command and hit enter. And that's going to go ahead and disable IPv6 as well. Alright, now we're ready to proceed. Alright, with IPv6 disabled, we're ready to configure the Windows Firewall. So let's do Windows button plus R, and we'll type wf.msc. Or alternatively, you can just type Windows Firewall on the Windows button, and that's going to bring up the same page as well. Alright, so once we're here, you want to go to Action and Properties. Now here we have the 3 different domains. We have the domain profile, the private profile, the public profile. And the private and the public is the 2 that we're going to be focusing on. And you want to make sure for the firewall state you have it as on, and then inbound connections you have it as block, and outbound connections you have it as allow. And you want to have that for both the private and the public profiles. Once you've done that, hit OK to save it. Alright, so for the Windows Firewall configuration, the main requirement is going to be a VPN server. Hopefully you already have one. If not, you can also take a computer in your house and install OpenVPN server, and you can use that as a VPN server. If you'd like to see a video on that, leave a comment below and I'll make one. Or you can just pay a VPN service, and then you're also going to need the IP address of that VPN server and the UDP or TCP ports as well. And now we're ready to configure the firewall. All right, so I'm using OpenVPN for my client and the server. And if I go to more details here, you can see that it tells me the server public IP and it tells me the port and the protocol, which is 1194 UDP port. So this is the information that we're going to need to safe-proof our VPN server. Now, I have already created the 3 outbound rules that protect the traffic from leaking, but what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and delete these so that we can recreate them together. All right, let's begin. So we're going to do outbound rules and we're going to do new rule. That's going to bring us up to this screen over here. So the first one we're going to do is going to be the TCP port protection. So we're going to choose port, next. Now for this section, we're going to choose TCP, and we do have to put the range of ports that allow only the one port we're going to be using, which in this case for TCP, it's going to be port 443. So we're going to do 1 through 442, comma, 444 through 65535, which represents pretty much every port with the exception of the port 443, which is going to be on the TCP. As I showed you, my VPN uses the port 1194 UDP, so this is just a safeguard mechanism, just so we're only allowing the 443 port to go through. And then we do block the connection. Here we're gonna do private, so uncheck domain and public, and we'll leave private selected. And here we can call it public TCP. Oops, done. So that's gonna be the first rule. Let's go to the next rule, and this is gonna be the UDP. So we do port UDP, and this time we're gonna do 1 through 1193, comma, 1195 through 65535. Next, block the connection. Again, we're gonna keep the private selected, and we're gonna call it public UDP. Finish. Alright, so the most important configuration is most likely going to be the IP address setup. So basically we're telling Windows Firewall only allow connections to go through this IP address. So let's go ahead and create this rule. This one is going to be a custom rule. We're going to choose all programs. We're going to do any. Just hit next. Now for local IP addresses, we're going to do any IP address. And for remote IP address, we're going to do these IP addresses. And this is where we're going to start adding the range. All right. So now we're going to do this IP address range, and we'll do 0.0.0.0 to, this needs to be one IP address before our IP address for the VPN server, which in my case is going to be 167.88.33.134. So my VPN server is on 167.88.33.135. So that's the IP addresses. Pretty much any address from 0 to the one right before ours, we're going to block. So let's add it. And the same thing for the following IP addresses. So we do this IP address range. Now we're going to +1. So 167.88.33.136. And here we do 255, 255, 255, 255. That's it. and then we do block the connection. And again, just the private. We only want all three of these rules to only apply to the private. Of course, if you wanted to switch it up and do public, then you'd have to select all three of them public, but it doesn't really make a difference. So we'll keep it as private, and we'll do non-VPN. So this tells us that it blocks all non-VPN traffic. Saved it. Now, to turn it on and off, you can always just select all three and disable, and then temporarily disable it. And then if you want to enable it, you right click it and enable. And we can go ahead and test this one more time just to ensure it's working properly. So here we go. I am still connected to my VPN. So let's go ahead and keep browsing here. If I go and try to open another post like this one, it should work since we're still connected to the VPN server. And there we go. It does work. It loads properly. Now let's go ahead and disconnect. Boom. And let's try to go back home. And you can see up top here, it keeps spinning, loading, 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 but it never fully loads because it can't connect to the server. At this point, you can tell that all ports that it's trying to communicate through are blocked. All IP addresses it's trying to use are blocked as well. And unless we go ahead and open the VPN and connect to it, there we go, we connected. So now it should be able to open again the website. Yeah, there we have it. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. We could go a little bit further and do Wireshark to analyze the traffic. If you guys would like to see that, leave a comment below and I'll go ahead and put it up on the next video. For any questions or anything, you can always find the blog post below and leave a comment on the blog and I'll go ahead and answer it. Hope you guys enjoyed this one and I'll see you next time.